Hello everyone! We traveled all the way to Rome in Italy and we're attending Sigma today. Let's go and check it out.
We do more than 1 billion in monthly volume. Online privacy is constantly being threatened by governments and by various institutions. Only the bigger players will be able to hold Bitcoin long term.
It's not just payments or payouts, it's a whole financial hub. DDoS attacks that happen to everyone, to anyone.
How do I become a millionaire?
They don't know how to scale. Crypto is in the highest rate of hackers.
Hello everyone, this is HodlFM with you again, and today we're talking to Pauline Shanget, who is the Chief Strategy Officer at ChangeNOW. Hello Pauline, and thank you for finding time to have a chat.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to do this.
That's awesome. So to begin with, maybe you could tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing, what ChangeNOW is about.
Of course. So ChangeNOW is a business crypto management platform that allows you to interact with crypto in a variety of ways, both if you are a business or an individual. We started out back in 2017 as an instant crypto exchange service, and then we started growing and scaling, and we found out that a lot of the infrastructure we've built, we can kind of outsource and resell to a wide variety of products on the market. So we built a payment system called NOWPayments, as well as an RPC node provider called NowNows. And right now, everything under the Now umbrella works as one joint product called Now Solutions. And this is what this is what we've been building for the past 7 years.
Wow, that's a lot, and that's actually a lot of products to as well.
Well, yeah, our product team always comes up with all of these new crazy ideas of what we can introduce, what we can launch and create. So it's been pretty crazy so far.
Great. And if we're talking about ChangeNOW, so this is a swap platform as far as I understand. Can you maybe tell how it works a little bit? Does it work crypto to crypto only, or is it fiat to crypto?
As a swap platform, we do basically all of it. And we do crypto to crypto. We support more than 1,500 currencies at the moment on more than 150 blockchains. We also have a few fiat to crypto providers, which allow you to on-ramp and off-ramp if you so desire. But again, our main part of business is doing crypto to crypto. We've perfected it a lot. We do more than 1 billion in monthly volume, $1 billion in monthly volume these days. And this is pretty exciting, although with the current economical climate, we do see quite a solid number of people either buying into crypto or selling crypto off to get themselves some fiat.
Oh, right. That's really cool. I think you have a really nice product, especially for the crypto community right now, because if you use exchanges, for example, you have, in most cases, you have to pass the KYC process and all of these things. So with your product, it's a little bit different. So I just come in, do the swap, and that's done.
Yeah, no questions asked, no strings attached. So basically, as a swap service, we kind of started out as trying to combat the UX and UI challenges that usually come with using a centralized exchange like KuCoin or Binance, OKX, you name it, because the verification procedures are long and not everybody might be a fan of that. The UI is very erratic, very chaotic. It's very hard to navigate, especially for people who are just joining crypto. And we kind of wanted to give people a way to invest into basically any type of asset they want without being without committing themselves to giving up a lot of their personal information, because not everybody might be a fan of that.
Especially if you're dealing with crypto to full here. usually on the side of privacy, and they like everything anonymous and not to be tracked and so on and so forth.
Yes, of course. And it doesn't really mean that we're, facilitating crime or anything. Because in this day and age, when online privacy is constantly being threatened by governments and by various institutions, the services that are still respecting people's right to privacy are very rare and far beyond. So we're happy to still be able to do that.
And what do you think about regulation right now? Because we have MiCA in place, which is quite tough when it comes to crypto regulation, because they're trying to basically to kill the pure sense of crypto. And there's also regulation in the US, and lots of countries are actually starting to be more attentive to KYC and other things. So what do you think about this in relation to your product? Do you have any threats or plans in terms of privacy?
Well, I wouldn't say that anything is a threat to us at the moment. I do understand that with MiCA, with the Genius Act in the US, with various online safety acts that have been perpetrated both in the EU and the US, like the Child Online Safety Act in the US and the Digital Safety Act in the UK, they are very much going to cancel truly anonymous online experiences. However, right now this hasn't happened yet, so we're kind of preparing. We do have a pro version of ChangeNOW, which does involve signing up and getting verified if the customer wants us to. And basically, it offers an enhanced experience for as compared to the traditional anonymous ChangeNOW experience. And we have been advertising it pretty heavily because, again, we are going to hold on to private stocks for as long as we can. However, we're constantly monitoring various regulations, again, the lawmaking process all over the world, to be able to kind of stay compliant and stay convenient at the same time.
Yeah, okay, that's right. And how long do you think we will still be able to do anonymous stocks?
I don't really want to give any exact dates because anytime you try to give a prediction, it doesn't come true, and you end up looking like a fool. However, I do think that we're going to see some monumental changes mid-2026. Because right now we already see a lot of premonitions, a lot of preambular laws that are being put into place. I know that there are a lot of activist groups that are protesting it because this isn't just about the freedom of finance. This is about the freedom of anybody from having their data collected and either used against them, resold, or used, for example, to manipulate things like health insurance or house insurance. All types of these things that go way, way beyond advertising. So this is an issue that's bothering not only crypto people, but just in general, folks all over the world who value their private information, don't want to give it up willy-nilly, right?
And what about geos? Which geos and which countries are most popular for your product?
Well, we're fairly popular in the Americas. That's pretty much our top region. So North America and South America. APAC is an emerging market for us. We've done quite a lot of traveling in Asia this year. And this is going to be we've laid quite a lot of foundation about, exploring the APAC market. We're also fairly popular in Europe. So Germany, the Netherlands, France, Portugal, Spain, Italy. So Europe is fairly big for us as well, but it goes a little bit behind the Americans, and the APAC would be on the third place.
I think America is generally more crypto.
Yeah. So America is fairly bullish on crypto. It has always been like that. The current administration has done quite a lot of work to make it seem like they are pro crypto, but I wouldn't say that their kind of participation is organic and sustainable for the space.
Well, we'll see it a little bit later. What do you think about current market? Because right now we see the price going down. Everyone usually expects it to be in the peak right now because we had halving about a year and a half ago. So usually this is where the peak of the price happens. But right now the cycle has changed a little bit because of institutions stepped in. What do you think about the price movements right now, and generally what's going to happen next in the market?
I have been back in the summer, like in August, beginning of September, when BTC Asia happened, and there were a lot of institutional players coming into the space saying that they are going to introduce stability and sustainability into the market. We've seen upwards price movement, and everybody was just super gleeful that the institutions are going to make land go up. However, after the rapid price decline when Donald Trump introduced his new tariff packs, right? A lot of institutional players kind of chickened out. Just as I was saying that only the bigger players will be able to hold Bitcoin long term, and smaller treasuries are either going to be reabsorbed into bigger hedge funds like BlackRock, Fidelity, other Bitcoin ETFs, or they're going to sell off and disappear. And this kind of instability moment, we can very safely see that it's been caused not by retail, because retail doesn't really have much of a say, at least in the Bitcoin market right now. And the current price collapse, well, I wouldn't say that this is a big collapse, but the current climate is caused by those smaller treasuries who bought a few hundred BC, marketed themselves as a stable ETF. They are selling off their stock right now, and this is causing the price to plummet.
Hello everyone, this is HodlFM again with you, and today we're talking with Kate Lipschutz. Hi, she's the CEO of NOWPayments. Hello, Kate.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, and thank you for finding time to have a small chat with us here at Sigma. My first question would be, what do you guys do?
Oh, good question. Yeah, so we are NOWPayments. We are a crypto payment gateway, and we do payments, payouts, and basically anything with financial transactions in crypto and fiat for any business out there, especially iGaming.
Okay, that's probably really, really hard. You have to manage with lots of different requests, especially when it comes to iGaming business. People are sometimes worried about transactions, and sometimes you have high volumes of traffic. How do you manage to do it? Usually, as far as I know, you have to do it really fast. How do you manage to do it fast and keep it safe?
Yeah, it's very important for iGaming businesses or their users to have their transactions finality in under 5 minutes, or basically under 3 minutes. We are trying to do it under 1 minute. So the answer is very easy. We have a dedicated development department of more than, I'm not sure how many people, but it's a lot. And their sole purpose is to find ways to increase the speed of payments. It can be done in several ways. So we can analyze the tech, the blockchain behind the coin. Is there a possibility to cut down on the number of confirmations or something like that? and we can work on our own API. So there is always ways to optimize our API to cut down on stuff that we don't need. So that's two main things we do, but of course there are many more, but it's two main stuff.
And maybe you could tell me more about what kind of clients you work with, what are your biggest clients?
Yeah, well, because we are at Sigma, I have to say iGaming, of course, but it's not the only type of clients we work with, because we have big kind of enterprises. We have software as a service. We have, real estate. My point is we are not kind of limited to just iGaming. We do all kinds of businesses that can benefit from crypto payments, and most of them can. So we just have to find the right package to offer to them.
Okay. And you guys are custodial or non-custodial service?
Wow. Fun and both, if I can say that, because we have a custodial model, but we also have a non-custodial model. We started as a non-custodial payment provider, but very quickly we understood that most businesses out there, they need their own business wallets that we can provide to them, because they accept payments. They need a safe way to store those payments, and then they need something, some kind of check to be able to do something with those payments, like send payouts or withdraw in fiat or whatever they need. So we also started to build a system upon our custodial solution, so that it's not just payments or payouts, it's a whole financial hub.
Okay, that's probably really cumbersome. And you guys are dealing with fiat and with crypto.
Yes.
If we're talking about crypto, maybe you could tell me what are the most popular coins and networks within your users?
Yeah. Also good question, thanks. Because NOWPayments supports actually 350 currencies, but of course not all of them are being used. It started with Bitcoin and USDT, and it's basically still around these, areas, because people want to pay in something that is stable, like a stable coin, and people want to accept something stable. Or if they want to accept Bitcoin, they want to be sure it's not going to go up and down and stuff like that. So they need a safe way to convert the Bitcoin into stablecoin, which we also provide. But to answer your question, it's mostly USDT on Tron or USDT on some other networks like Binance Smart Chain, and sometimes Ethereum, sometimes Bitcoin, but always with the way to convert to a stablecoin and do a payout in it.
And how do you prevent this kind of volatility if we're talking about Bitcoin? So it can also often happen that the user sends in Bitcoin, and while the transaction is happening, you have the price difference, especially right now. The price is going down these days. It happens, we saw Bitcoin crossing 104, unfortunately.
It's gonna go back up. But yeah, for that we have several ways to deal with it. First of all, all kinds of exchanges out there, we have a fixed rate option where the rate freezes and we are just responsible for it to stay this way for 20 minutes. That's one of the ways we can deal with it. And the second way is the auto coin conversion feature that we have. Like if a user pays with Bitcoin and the merchant doesn't want to deal with the whole volatility thing, we on our side convert it automatically to USDT, for example, so that the merchant is, safe from this. Oh my God, the market is going somewhere.
Yeah, actually very handy, because right now crypto is becoming more and more mass adopted, so to say, and but still people are a bit wary about crypto, and they don't want to lose their funds or something like this. And what about automation? Do you guys do everything like you have approval transactions and these kind of things? Do you automate these kind of processes, and how do you make sure that this automation works correctly?
Yeah, automation is key in this kind of stuff, because if you do something manually, there is this human risk factor, there is the timing factor. You cannot survive if you don't automate. So in our case, everything is automated, conversion is automated, payouts are automated. And if something is not automated, it's in our roadmap to make it so. And how we do it, I'm again coming back to the first question. It's a whole big dedicated development department that is here to try and optimize the heck out of everything we have,
This is great. And now let's talk about some fails or some really unpleasant situation. Maybe you could come up and tell me about really stressful situation where you guys were having some buyouts and something went not the way you expected, and how did you cope with this?
Interesting question. The thing that comes to mind is probably every project is susceptible to this. It's DDoS attacks that happen to everyone, to anyone. So at some point, like a year ago or something, if I remember correctly, we had this attack, and our system, I think there was like a minor stop at some point. But our merchants came to us asking like, what is happening? We see that there is an attack here. What are you guys doing with it? The main thing here is to not panic and make not conclusions, to make way with this, like to understand what you can do better next time so that it doesn't happen. So in our case, we haven't had DDoS attacks since, because we know how to prepare for those so that they don't happen. If that answers it.
Yeah, so that's really nice plan, actually. You better proceed, especially if you're dealing with someone else's funds, because it's risky and worrying, and people.
And you kind of understand your weak points, and you know where to put like the resources to protect these points, and it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, absolutely. And to wrap it up, maybe you could tell me a little bit about your plans. How do you plan to develop your product?
Yeah. So, for example, we're here, and it's not just about networking and like finding clients. It's about understanding the needs of the gaming business to understand for us what to develop next. Like, for example, we understand that iGaming needs fiats for like specific regions and alternative payment methods. So we're here to gather this information and then to kind of make it happen, make it a reality. So our plan is to build on the insights we get from here and create like the best iGaming solution there is, if it's possible to get better.
Well, I hope you will manage to finalize your plans and everything will go successful. And thank you for finding time to talk to me, and wish you a lovely expo.
Yeah, you too.
Yes, thank you. Hello everyone, this is HodlFM with you. It ends in Sigma today, and with us is Vladimir Malakchev, the CEO and founder of Sonata Investment Fund. Vladimir, can you briefly introduce yourself and tell me about what you do?
Very nice question. Always on this question, I'm studying of like what to tell exactly. So I'm pretty new in the industry. We're only like 6 years in the industry. We built the fund in 2024. The main goal of Sonata Investments is to find genius people, to help them with the resources, money, expertise, people, everything they need to grow something big from idea. And that's what we're trying to do. Or to support somebody who has already built and they need, additional resources or expertise to scale. Because a lot of projects are starting building something, then they stack in the middle, and they don't know how to make it like extend, for example. And then they are coming to us. We can support them with a lot of resources and money, and helping them grow and scale faster. That's what we are doing.
That sounds really, really cool. And what is you are telling that lots of projects have some like problems and they come for you? Which problems are these mainly? What do you see in the industry?
Usually it's idea how to scale it faster. For example, media buy projects. You will find a lot of media buy teams which have 15, 20 people. But if you ask them how can you make 200 people? They don't know how to scale. Because when you have 15 people, it's more a kind of startup and everybody, help each other. There is no direct responsibilities. Everybody is doing everything. And it's okay. That's awesome. But to build some huge business, you need to scale it and you need to add some processes. You need to change the value. You need to understand who is responsible for what, how to build communication. And this is what we are sharing because we already built it several times and our founders built it. And we're trying to help not only by our expertise. We understand, for example, that, Bitorify, they expertise in platform and technical stack. And if we have another platform smaller, they can help them to validate their process and tell guys, it's okay, but we already make this mistake. Don't do it, you will lose a lot of money. And we're trying to share this expertise as well. So this is the first part. The next one, is how to go to another market. Again, if we're talking with some Ukrainian projects, all of them know how to work inside CIS market, but for them it's difficult to go for, I don't know, Bet365, Caesars, BetMGM, how to speak with them, because it's another mentality, another approach, another way of starting communication, another way of working with them. And again, it's you need somebody who already doing this and who already done it successfully, who will help you with this. So it's mostly about like scaling or building it from scratch, building the processes.
Okay, it's nice to have an idea to
Yeah.
to build something, but when it comes to like growing it up, it's always usually a problem. Probably not just in iGaming, but Apple.
I think the problems are not exactly in the gaming. Most part of the problems, they are pretty the same. How to count exact unit economy, how to count it, how to invest money exactly. Is it okay to invest additional money in this cohort or not? Because you need to jump deeply. And this is the same problems of any founders in any industry. They are pretty the same.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with. And what are the trends right now in iGaming? What do you see from your perspective?
I think, all the trends were always about like AI, blockchain, and other things. It's popular, trendy. Everybody's trying to find new approaches. But for me, trends are not the same of success. It's awesome to see trends. It's awesome to know them, but it doesn't matter that you need to follow them. You need to keep an eye for sure to understand them and to see like, okay, I like this trend. This can be useful what I'm doing now. But overall trend was to open a new markets and to open additional operators. And this trend is following for last probably 5 or 10 years already. People are looking for new markets. Somebody launching new market. They're okay, like was with Brazil. One operator launch it, everybody's seen success, trend. Everybody is coming to Brazil. Brazil broken because regulator is coming and tell guys, too many of you. Let's regulate it and start regulating. And then half of the market drop down. So you need to see this, you need to know them, but it doesn't matter, you need to follow them. We need to keep your strategy and to go like, if you want operator, open it one by one. If we have a multi-brand strategy, for example, we have follow and continue doing this.
Okay, I see. And what about iGaming and crypto? What can you say about the class of these industries?
I think the only things where we can see the merging of these industries, it's first case of payments, because crypto is very useful in cases of payments, how to use it. It's the easiest way probably in our reality. And less KYC, which is creating a lot of issues, both for operators and for players. Because for players, it's a risky, because if somebody is accepting only crypto, they can scam you easily, and you need to double check operator if you are coming, check the licenses, how you operate. But from another point of view, crypto is in the highest rate of hackers, because usually crypto casinos are making the payments more easiest, and they're spreading one win for thousands of accounts, hacking it, and just money flow out from the casino. We will find a lot of scams by hackers when they destroy operators, and it's like millions of dollars. So everybody needs to be pretty secure and pretty accurate with this. The second thing, it's crypto players. It's fully another mentality. You can't compare them with the usual casino players or sports bettings. It's just another segment of audience, and they ask for another functions. Like, I don't know, pretty useful thing is login with crypto account. They don't want to use like usual KYC process, usual registration by email and so on. They have MetaMask account. They're used to it. They know how to use it, and for them it's easier. The same bonus systems. So for now we're seeing a huge impact of crypto audience, and we're seeing a new projects like, I don't know, starting from BCK, BetFury, Stake.com and so on. We're seeing the new players are coming, Sharple is coming, and a lot of new VIP players are coming, just exactly focusing on crypto audience. So for me, it's not comparing, it's a summarize of two industries. When people want this kind of entertainment. They want play casino, they want play sportsbook and so on. But until they receive the adapting for them, they didn't come. Now we're seeing a huge impact that the crypto audience is coming to the casino because this is nice way of entertainment. They have enough money, so it's kind of win-win strategy.
Yeah, but crypto people are really different. If we're talking we're comparing them to regular people because they want tribes. This is probably one of the first thing, and this is probably why they want to log in with their MetaMask account. They want to be not traceable and stuff like this. So this is one of the main reasons why. And what was the biggest scam in the iGaming in your piece?
The biggest scam in a gaming, I think that the last one which is coming to the head, it was the scam with Sega.com when they lose around 42 million or something like this.
Oh.
When somebody hacked the I don't remember Bitcoin or Ethereum account, I don't remember exactly, but some crypto accounts and this comment went around 42 million.
Wow,
I don't think it's the biggest one, but it's the first one that's coming to mind.
Okay, and the last one to wrap it up. How do I become a millionaire in iGaming? What's the secret?
Woo! Very nice question. Just find what you really want to do first. I think this is the hardest part of becoming a millionaire. You need to find what you want to do, because everybody is trying to follow other routes, and it's not working because it's not your route. You need to understand what is your route, then start building it. That comes with Sonata Investment. We will help you to grow it to the million.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot, Vladimir.
Thank you so much.
That was Vladimir with us from Sonata Investments, and stay with us for more insights of friends.
Indeed.
Hello everyone, this is HodlFM and we're at Sigma, and today we're talking to Darina Nikolina from Rooks Partners. Hi Darina, and thank you for finding time to have a small chat with us.
Thank you for coming.
Tell me please a little bit about your project, what you guys are doing.
We're Rooks Partners. We have two brands at the moment. One based on soft-to-bet platform DOSPIN and one on true labor platform at Pill Hero. We work with Tier 1. We're pretty much a new company. We just started 9 months ago, but we already won Sigma Industry Star Rise Award. We're really proud of it. And now we're having new brand coming live in 2 weeks and much more coming next year. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's probably kind of tough working in iGaming business. Everything is changing constantly. Maybe you could tell me right now what's more popular for users, what users usually prefer at the moment.
Users always prefer to win, and it's this is something that will never change. Users like free spins, they like extra bonuses, they like to play nice, interesting games with good visual content, and they like to win. So I believe there is nothing like super new. It's always about balancing between win-win. So we give something to the user, and he gives something to us. So what we're really working on hard, it's retention, it's a bonus system and loyalty programs for our users. And I think that the numbers, what we got, shows that we're on the right way. So this is the best what you can offer for your clients, so they will be loyal to your brands.
Okay, I see. And maybe you could tell me what was the biggest loss from one of the players. Maybe you know this.
Of the players, yes. I don't really know the biggest one, but just last month I got a player. He won around 150K, and his first deposit was 20 euro. Okay, yes, he was increasing the deposits one by one, but totally he won. It was like 300 euro, and out of it he won this amount of money. Also, what I noticed that we as a casino, we're not afraid of users to win, because this is normal situation for us. But there is some interesting behavior, and for example, if the user wins in France, French user, most probably he will withdraw the funds constantly or one by one per each month. they're not very impulsive people. At the same time, for example, Italian, Spanish user, they're very impulsive. Greece as well. If they win, they want to play more. So you just check this behavior and try to adapt with your bonus system and loyalty program, as I mentioned before.
And maybe someone lost like the same amount of money or something like this, or even bigger. Do you have information like this about how much money do people usually use?
I heard different stories. It's not about our brand, but I heard like people are winning millions, and I had such kind of experience before, yeah, this is the risk we are taking on us.
And maybe you can tell me, how do I win 1 million by gambling?
You have to deposit 2,
Okay.
and most probably you have a chance to win 1.
Okay, that's a nice answer. That was Darina Nikolina with us. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next session.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is HodlFM back with you again, and we're still in Rome at Sigma, and today we're talking to Oleg Marcinenko, who is the CEO at Ubidex. Hello Oleg, and thank you for finding a little bit of time to have a quick chat with us. Maybe to start with, you could tell us a little bit about what you're doing, what your product is about.
Yeah, sure. So actually, I'm a founder and CEO of Ubidex again. So we are providing a platform for retargeting and retention of the users in media. And yeah, so this is in a nutshell what we're doing actually. So
What kind of clients do you guys have mostly?
well, so for now we are working mostly with iGaming clients, and our product is suitable for for other verticals, but right now we are working mostly with iGaming clients here.
Okay, maybe if you work with iGaming, you could tell me a little bit more about what trends are in iGaming right now, what users' plans, what iGaming providers were.
Well, so right now what we are seeing that the market is exposing. I mean, like there are so many brands, and the new brands are coming each day, and it's what I can see that brands are trying to retain users and remarketing, retention, and retargeting are the main trends for now, in my opinion, I would say. So, and because brands are spending a lot of money to acquire users for the user acquisition, and it's getting more and more expensive. And in order to get it ROI positive, they need to retain users. So.
And how do you help to reactivate user? Can you tell me like how it works exactly?
Well, so we have a proprietary technology which, like collects the data, collects the audiences, segment the audiences, and in few words, we collect the audiences, we segment those who are already non-active, and then we just show them ads in certain framework. So, and when users see ads like several times on his websites or other places, and he just gets back to the platform, or he just gets back to the product, and then we have like certain approach to do that. Like there are many different steps. We have our own proprietary I would say framework to do that, and that framework helps to get users back. Okay. So like it's like it's pretty tricky thing. So just I think that we will need another session for that.
Okay, and to wrap it up, maybe you could tell me what is the perfect client for iGaming project?
Our client or for
Client for an iGaming project, perfect player, like the most
perfect player. Okay. Well, I think that most of the brands are looking for high rollers, the players who like bet a lot, could spend a lot of money, and stay with the brand like forever. So this is the best client, I would say. or they also call them VIP players, and like VIP players, and they are hunting for them.
So in a nutshell, you just have to have a lot of money and have to bring us them to the iGaming project. Okay, thanks a lot, Oleg. That was Oleg with us. He's the CEO at Ubidex, and stay with us for more insights.